Many say that Marvel has a villain problem, which by no means is an outlandish statement. For the most part, many of the villains have been badly done one-offs. From Malekith in Thor the Dark World to Killian in Iron Man 3, most one-off villains have done very poorly, with the exception of Adrian Toomes in Spider-Man, although he's really not a one-off. The villain that stands out, though, is Loki. He has consistently been adored amongst fans, even after the terrible things he's done. Here's why I think people love him, and why he's the best Marvel villain ever. Loki's motivations make him stand out from the rest of the crowd. His motivations are deeply ingrained into everything he does. He thirsts for power, and to rule. Once this was taken away from him in the original Thor, his next logical step was to rule Earth, which he failed again. Everything he does revolves around his thirst for recognition as a king. In Ragnarok, he disguises himself as Odin for this, and it even carries on to his attention-seeking on Sakar. His almost childlike desire for attention drives all of his actions, especially in the Avengers. He acts like a diva for the entire movie because his desire is so childish. Loki is also so well adored because he straddles the line of being a hero and a villain. He could be considered in some sense an anti-hero because he is so unpredictable with his actions. The audience will never know if Loki will do the right thing or the wrong thing. He has so many layers of ulterior motives that he is mysterious. This makes the audience wonder and consistently have hope that he will do the right thing. Even when he does something wrong, the audience hopes that in the long run he's doing the right thing. Two examples of these occurrences are Loki in the Dark World pretending to chop Thor's arm off, then the two of them using that as a distraction to defeat Malekith. And on the flip side, when Thor and Loki are stealing the ship in Ragnarok, he seems to be doing the right thing by giving them access to the facility, but he really was only in it for himself, for the reward of Thor's capture. No one ever knows if Loki is the good guy or the bad guy, and I think this is why many people resonate with him. Many can see their own faults in him, as well as their victories. Everyone has a side to them which they don't like, and want to be able to change that. People project this feeling onto Loki, and this is why many people get so attached. Additionally, Loki's charisma adds to this mysterious vibe that he exudes. In the way he speaks, he's entirely confident, and no one is able to tell if he's being truthful or lying. Because Tom Hiddleston delivers these lines with such assurance, the character Loki cannot be distinguished as good or evil. I think another reason why he's such a good character is that he is probably one of the least powerful villains. Not saying that he isn't incredibly powerful. He is of Asgard, of course, but Loki tends to use mischievous games to win his fights. He is interesting because he makes everyone a pawn of his game. He is playing chess, while everyone else is playing football. As the god of mischief, he must rely on this, though. He can't bash through a horde of enemies like Thor can. He has to use his smarts and skill rather than brute force. Like I mentioned earlier, we don't always see the bad side of Loki. We see a lot of good in him. For the majority of the Dark World, Loki was considered a good guy. With this, I want to point out the scenes with Frigga, Odin's wife, and Loki's adopted mom. He is so compassionate with her, and we can see someone he truly loves. It gives us hope that he's a good guy, despite all of the atrocities that he's committed. Odin was never really Loki's father, but he was definitely Frigga's son. A lot of people are mentioning that Killmonger might be a better villain than Loki, and I want to maintain my position. I think that while Michael B. Jordan is a great actor, and Killmonger is a great villain, he's just another one-off. The secret behind Loki is that he has been in so many movies and continues to be a sidekick or a threat, depending on the day. He steals the show when he's on screen, and I don't think it's possible to create a rival villain with only one movie. Maybe if Killmonger was around for longer and stayed alive in the MCU, he could be up there with Loki. But for now, I think Loki takes the win. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Who's your favorite villain in the MCU? Behind Loki, I'd definitely say it's Adrian Toomes, and after that, it's kind of a shocker, Justin Hammer. Honestly, I'll probably make a separate video about this, but Sam Rockwell is a comedic genius, and I thought he played the character amazingly. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. Have a great day.